So this lesson is about geometric series. It's on page 63 in your workbook. It's similar to what we have done in arithmetic series. So it's the same idea, same concepts. So remember, the only thing really changes between the two is we know the nature of the series is different. Geometric series are the ones that will obviously increase by multiplying a constant number, something that we call it as a constant ratio, R. So like in this example, in geometric sequence, we would say this is going up by times by 2. Geometric series is the same idea. It is still going up by the same constant ratio times by 2. So what does this positive really indicate? This is just in a way letting us know we'll be adding them. Okay, so we'll be looking at the sum of these numbers. So that's what this one is. So don't confuse this to be in any way arithmetic. We're still dealing with geometric. Just like in arithmetic series, we have a couple of formulas that we use. One of them is here, and these are given to you on your formula sheet. So always take a look and see what are the things that the formula connects. So the main players in this formula is A, the first term, R, the ratio, and then N, which is the number of terms. Okay. And the other form of the formula given to us has to do with the last term. So again, same thing. Remember, in this one, it is A, Tn, so that's the last term that you're adding in the sum, R, and A with it. So in this one, we don't really need to know N. So that's a really good thing. So I like that in this formula. We don't need N in here. Okay. So that's the total number of terms. This wasn't in arithmetic ones. In arithmetic ones, we always needed to know what N was in the long N and the short formula. So let's actually try this example number 2. It's on page 64. Okay, so in this one, they're saying find the sum of the first 15 terms of the sequence. So as you can see in here, they don't tell us what kind of sequence it is. So we know we're in the geometric section right now. But when a question comes to you, you should always first check what kind of sequence is it. Is it geometric or is it arithmetic? So if you note in here, it seems to be going up really fast. Another telltale sign, if you guys remember me telling you, is the negative, positive, negative thing. That can only happen in geometric. So let's just confirm that it is geometric. So if it is a geometric, we should be able to find an R. So that would be T2 divided by T1, which is -2. And if you do the same thing between the next two terms, -20 divided by 10, yep, we see a constant ratio, a common ratio here. So this, in fact, is a geometric sequence. If we don't identify it, we could use the wrong formula and obviously get the wrong answer. So what do we know about this sequence? We know our A is -5. We just found out our R is -2. And they said find the sum of first 15 terms, which means N is 15. And what are they asking for? They're asking us to find S15, sum of first 15 terms. So which formula are we going to use here? Well, remember the two formulas are given. One of them needs a last term and we don't have it. So we'll use the first one, which is Sn equals A R to the power of N minus 1 all over R minus 1. So again, a word of caution, whenever we have a denominator which is a binomial, we really have to be careful when we are calculating this, especially when we're doing this in our calculators. So, well, let's put this in the numbers in. So we have -5 times R, which is -2. You'll notice I put that in a bracket, to the power of 15, then -1, and then all over -2 minus 1. So when you input this in your graphing calculator, make sure I will start with the most complicated part of this one, which is my negative to the power of 15. I'll always make sure to include my negative sign inside my bracket. To the power of 15, get my answer. So once I get that answer, then I'm going to go minus 1. Okay, so that will then give me that number. So I just figured out what this bracket over here gives me. Okay, now to that I am going to multiply the negative 5. So this is my numerator now, and I'm going to divide this by, either do that bottom part in your head. So do negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. But if you're really kind of like, I don't know if I know my signs, then at least put brackets around negative 2 minus 1. And be careful to use a negative sign, not the minus sign for the negative 2. So that gives you your final answer. Negative 54615. So remember what I did here? I first input this in the calculator. Okay, I got the answer for it, and then I worked inside this main first bracket. So then I subtracted 1, then I multiplied by negative 5, and in the end I divided by that negative 3.